Hey everybody. Tonight's wine is brought to you, me, us, by my girlfriend Jaleesa. It is her birthday today. I'm not gonna say how old she is. She's as old as me now though, so. She brought me gifts, and this one is called Tattooed Girl. It is a Riesling from the Columbia Valley, 11.2% alcohol by volume. I don't know if you've noticed in any of my other videos, I do have a tattoo. I don't know why this isn't, uh-oh. I brought my corkscrew down and this is a screw top, and now the whole thing is slipping, so the perforation didn't break. And I'm not strong enough to, oh, good gracious. Okay, I'll show you my tattoo and I'll try again in a second. These are my kids' footprints. They're not their actual footprints, I drew them. And then each of their initials, K, N, K, D, G. Christopher, Nicholas, Cameron, Dylan, Genevieve. It was about a week before I found out that I was pregnant with Genevieve. And the tattoo guy says, I'll leave a spot in case you have more kids. And I said, I'm not having more kids. Guess who showed up unexpectedly? This one. So I've been working on a couple things lately. I did, oh my goodness. This is just completely unopenable. Closed shut. I don't know, something. Cut through the perforations. I just want a glass of wine. Oh my goodness. Okay, so, I got it. Oh, that is sharp. Silly plan. So, let's see. Kind of worried about how high this alcohol content is, but we'll see how it goes. It smells like a Riesling, but I can really smell the pear. Oh, it actually says vented and bottled by William Weaver in Missoula, Montana. WilliamWeaverWine.com. This is delicious. This is really good. It's really sweet, but that 11.2% alcohol is hiding in there somewhere, and I'm kind of worried because you don't taste that at all. That one's a dangerous wine, I can tell. So going over a couple things that I've been working on. I'm testing out this hooded scarf pattern. It's not a pattern. I just kind of decided to go for it. So kind of like a hat, pretty much just made a long panel. It actually comes to a point. Adding long tassels. Or the way that this comes down, I can attach like a long, thin panel to each side and let it hang more like a scarf so that you could wrap it. I'm going to perhaps add a photo in here of this wrap shawl thing that I made a long time ago. It was actually just before New Year's. It's just a long, thin scarf that had the ends tapered down and worked into a sleeve. And I wore it on New Year's. It's beautiful. It's made of this, I call it party yarn, but it's like silver and it's got a rainbow colored sequin strip that runs through it. And it's just beautiful. And it was not staying up on my shoulders. It was wrapped funny. It was just really uncomfortable because of how bulky and how saggy it was. So I tore it apart. I didn't unwind. I didn't frog the whole thing. But what I did was I pieced it apart and I turned it into a cardigan. I'll show ya. I still have some strings to weave in. But super, super comfy. Anybody knows me knows that I'm a huge fan of cardigans. So you can fold over the sleeves. It won't seem as baggy and thick. And then I just ran a straight single crochet around the neck and down. And I did that back and forth a couple times, but it's still not wide enough. I think I'm going to have to... Dizzy, look. Hi. Oh, can you tell you're on camera? Can you tell? You can. Yep. Okay, you're getting up. And then the last thing I'm working on tonight is for my girlfriend's daughter's 3rd birthday. She's very into Puff the Magic Dragon and wanted a dragon. So I'm making her an Elliott. Now, he doesn't have a head yet. Well, he kind of does. He's over here. But he's cute and he's got his feet. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually starting about here. I'm going to make a panel that goes up and then up its neck a little ways of a lighter green. And then once I add its tail, the bottom of his tail, I'll add his head. And he'll have purple hair, purple wings, and a purple spine. Because Elliott from the original Puff the Magic Dragon had purple accentuation. The boys are in their final days of practice before their first game. Their first game is actually this Saturday. Okay, the boys started preschool today, so driving a lot. I'm driving into town at 8:30 to drop the boys off at school, 11:30 pick them up from school, 3:30 to get the big kids from school, bring them to football at 4, leaving them, and then coming back at 7 unless I decide to stay from 4 to 7 and let the kids play, which is tough for dinner. Don't touch. I wish I could get through life doing that. I don't want to. All right, so I wanted to kind of give you a basic tutorial on how to do the magic circle, which I use so often. There's very rare that I start a project with a chain, unless I'm doing an Afghan. If I'm doing one of my dolls or a character like Elliott, then I'm starting with a magic circle. I'm going to make sure she's okay, and then I'm going to, she's fine. She's just throwing a fit because I'm not holding her. I'm going to calm her down, and then I will flip the camera around, and we will learn the magic circle. All right, so when I do my magic circle, it starts a lot the same way as when I do my slip stitch. If you remember, I've got my yarn threaded over my fingers. I'm holding it, and I'll grab it and twist to make my little loop there. And when I do it, when I do the slip stitch, I just pull it through and you've got a stitch. When I do my magic circle, it's a lot the same way. I'm going to starting with my loop here. Now when I grab it, what I like to do is grab it on top and face my hook down. And when I pull up a loop, I turn my hook towards myself, clockwise, turn it clockwise like that. So it was down over the yarn, grabbing it, pulling it through, turn it up clockwise. You see that? Now I can grab a loop and chain one. See how it maintains. Now when you do your single crochet, you're going to make sure, oops, that you're working over this spare thread here, your tail, and the loop. So you're going to insert into the circle, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both. 5, 6. Always make sure that you can still grab that tail. So we're going to pull it once we've finished all 6. Pull it tight, then you have 6 stitches on in your magic circle. Sis didn't want to play with the puzzle I tried to set aside for her. Oh, got your baby. Hi, have my wine. It's actually been quite about a month now where I haven't had any time to make a video. Are you saying goodbye already? Bye. Blow kisses. Can you blow kisses? Oh, good job. You are so beautiful. Yeah. She said bye-bye. Mom needs to go bye-bye. It's been a long month, and I'm really sorry that I've been absent. But I promise I still love you all, and I promise I'm still up on this. Oh, my biggest news yet actually was this week was my first week in my new shop. Oh my goodness. I'm borrowing retail space from my friend. Go get your baby. She has a quilt store in town, and I needed a place to sell some yarn, and she needed some yarn available and somebody who knew what they were talking about. So I started selling yarn and my services. So I'm teaching beginning classes on Tuesdays. I also have a sit, knit, and hook session, 2 hours a day, 10 to noon on Tuesdays. And then options for individual lessons, private lessons. If wanted, if you don't want to come to a class session. So I am so excited to actually start this new venture with my girlfriend and have this be my full-time job instead of just my hobby. I'm beyond thrilled that my dream has just finally come to fruition. This is something that I've wanted and dreamed of and worked towards for so many years. And to finally have it in realization is just, it's so crazy. It's so insane right now that this is actually happening. I'm going to have to start filming my videos on Tuesdays when I'm in the shop, only working on yarn, and I don't have little miss here. Oh, ow. That's probably going to be in my future. Yarn shop. All right. I better skedaddle. Pick up a bottle of Tattooed Girl. Yeah, that's going to go down easy. I give this one a thumbs up. So, buy a bottle of that guy and enjoy. Till next time. Thanks for tuning in.